Go.
We're up. All right.
AJ is not. Let me be back.
Let's have
we don't have AJ.
We'll have behind the scenes time.
Don't drop that whole glass of milk, okay?
Yeah, please, for the love of God. It is way too hot to be having spilled milk in this garage.
We'll just have to open it up and pressure wash the garage if that happens, kind of deal.
Well, honestly, I'd rather
right now with
I'd probably
zero
just throw
viewers.
out this fucking carpet.
Why, Sonny? Don't go. Don't. It's not my fault.
It is your fault.
Everything's my fault. What do you think of you? Can your own birth be your fault? That's a really good question. Nylock, you're an egg. No, I'm a potato.
Alright.
You're an egg.
I'm an egg, apparently.
Hello, can you hear us, AJ?
Hey!
I know. I promise.
I can't hear AJ.
I can't hear AJ.
Oh, it's because I'm not in the call anymore.
That didn't kill it.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
It doesn't have a flat bottom.
That's like...
Okay.
That is not wanting at its finest. No, you're an egg. I'm watching my playback of me trying to smash it.
Okay.
Hey,
think
can
we're
you guys hear
good.
me?
Yep, I can hear you.
I can't.
Alright.
That is what happens
You gotta
when you
rejoin the
ban
call.
a god.
Ah. Hello, AJ?
Yeah, I'm here.
Dad?
Hello, darkness?
My old friend?
Can you say something, AJ?
Dad.
I can't hear him.
I know, I heard him gulp.
Yeah, I mean, I can hear him right now.
No, I know I can't, though. That's the problem.
Okay, yeah, he says he's here.
You're
Yeah,
not
I
even
know.
in the call.
Okay. Cool.
Josh, I can't hear him on my headphones. Hello?
Hello,
God.
team.
Fucking hate these headphones, dude.
What the fuck?
I had the wrong one in. I'm just broken. Pain in my butt,
The
man.
audio, the real
cool.
struggle.
Hi. What the fuck?
And we're back.
Oh shoot, wait, I gotta rejoin the Discord real quick.
Do full screen.
For
what?
AJ? Oh, for AJ.
Alright, I'm back in the Discord.
Yeah.
Go back in there.
What's up?
Hey, it's a DM. What up?
Dude, nothing is up. My players, unfortunately, are in a bit of sticky wicket.
Yeah. I feel like, the stream went down, kind of signifying
It's just
we
me.
all went down.
No, it's
Yes.
basically my
Alright.
not wanting.
Alright, we're back. We're ready. We're ready.
Dead.
Alright. Yeah. We cut forward. You guys have been... Wait. You guys were all stasis fielded, and the adversaries in mysterious white suits have moved you within the warehouse, where the stasis field is still operating at full tilt. They're kind of standing guard over you as a monitor kind of crackles to life. And you see rather large monitor, TV-looking thing on the far wall near where Sarge was being, dissected. And you see an adversate kind of in a more resplendent, kind of nobler looking suit than the rest of the adversates you've seen so far. He's the adversate you see standing very tall, much taller than the other adversates you've seen. He's also very lean and wearing lots of red. It's kind of all of his clothes are painted in like various red stripes, red and black stripes. Adversates you've seen have always been kind of in a uniform red, or they've kind of worn, mostly just uniform, just red. And the adversate kind of, when it speaks to you, it directs you not in like the standard adversate language or style of like saying like, usually adversates kind of speak things like very like succinctly, like stay, danger sort of thing, and they kind of communicate a lot tonally. However, this adversate, kind of speaks as if it was like a human almost, kind of with the same inflections, and actually speaks to you in plain English, as opposed to adversate. And it's just like, greetings, my friends. I'm glad you've arrived, and my honey pot has borne some fruit.
What?
Your friend was very worried that you would never arrive, said that you would never jeopardize the mission, fried his own mind, unfortunately, before I had the chance to. I'm lucky
Fucking
that our
Sarge already dead.
friendly tin men really had hearts after all. He's like, I'm sure that my relationship with you will be much more fruitful than it was with your companion, who unfortunately decided that suicide was a better alternative than just a simple discussion with a antiquarian such as myself, truly interested in the void once. I'll be sending a ship shortly to collect you, and I look forward to our future communications. And the terminal shuts off, and you sit in silence and just hear the kind of grunting of the adversites near you. You wait for maybe a few minutes, and a shuttle eventually kind of descends down through the stasis fields, kind of being generated. It seems like it's specifically designed for this. And you're slowly loaded on, and the device is kind of moved onto the ship with you to maintain the stasis field. And the ship starts to take off and is reaching towards the sky and about to break atmosphere when you see an object arcing along the surface of Dust Town, moving very rapidly towards you guys. As you kind of gets closer, you hear warning like klaxons kind of blaring out. You see a rather large missile slam into the side of the Adversite ship. The Adversite shuttle kind of loses control and begins like crashing towards the ground. You crash deep into Sloog territory, and you actually crash through the top layer of the shell of the planet itself into the core. At this point, the stasis field that was being generated is completely disabled. Everyone make durability checks to not take massive damage on impact.
Oh, shoot.
I dropped my
Shit.
I should have kept it. That was a 17.
Where did I
Fuck
put
it.
D20?
18.
That was a cock dice.
DC 15 durability checks.
Stupid.
6.
All right.
So me,
6.
Norman, and Leonard take damage.
Okay. You Norman Leonard rip. All right. You guys, each of you guys independently roll 3d6 and tell me your damage.
Penetrating?
Yes.
Good. Whew. Okay. That wasn't so bad.
I took 11 damage.
I also took 11 damage,
13.
Rip.
and he
All
took
right.
13.
All right. You guys, time stops, kind of seeming so slow, and you regain your senses somewhat. What do you guys do? Your adversite, people who were in the ship with you seem to be trying to regain their, senses as well, struggling to their feet. You're now inside the core itself. You see the kind of the characteristic tunnels. You crashed in through the top of the shell of the planet itself through Dust Town. You hear the indistinct shouts of Sloog and other various creatures are above you. What's your plan?
Dude, time to fucking bail. We just run through the tunnels, dude. Ready?
But what if my
No.
voice box pops out again?
Fuck it. Dude, that's better than being captured by the adversites and jeopardizing the Prime Directive.
Yep.
All right.
You okay, Josh?
Yeah, alright, sure, why not?
Oh.
It rolled all
All right.
over there.
You guys begin hurtling down through the tunnels, just kind of charging just in a mismatched direction, and you hear the characteristic howl of kind of voices from all around you. All of you have been in the tunnels before. You know what that sound is. It's the sound of ferals. They've clearly heard this massive explosion, and they are converging on your position. The adversites are also giving chase. They've sluggishly managed to get to their feet. Where are you guys running towards?
The light?
Dude, the nearest hatch we see to leave the core.
Yeah. We're trying to get out of the
Oh,
core.
no.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Did we just lose AJ, or is the stream down?
Oh my god.
Right now,
No, we just
AJ's
lost
frozen
AJ.
and the stream's up. What I miss?
Dad?
Cold as hell. It's cold as hell. Where are you? Australia?
I want to be there. Fuck. Not just
No, she's in. I want to say Georgia.
What the fuck?
South.
Yeah, but it's like fucking summer. It's
I
like
know.
summer as fuck.
No.
AC.
No. Missouri.
AC. There we go.
That was
We lost you for a second, AJ, but we're good. We're good.
Yeah, that was sad.
So
Sad
we
news
hear
there.
ferals. I want to
You
say
hear
we
ferals. The
go to the
adversites are on you.
nearest.
We're looking for the
Reinforcements
nearest
are on the way.
hatch to leave this fucking core area. We don't want to be in here.
Okay. You want to get out of the core and onto the surface?
Yeah.
So we can
All right,
potentially go and hide in the insanity that's above us.
Okay. You freaking go up. You try roll. I guess this is just pure luck. There's an escape hatch leading up somewhere nearby as you run down these tunnels.
I'm doing it.
Norman, roll above an 11.
Cock dice. 19.
All right. There's luckily enough for you an escape hatch right there. Right.
All right, I set up the jump pad. And
All right. You throw down the jump pad. Otto hurdles through the jump pad, through the hallway itself, and manages to get outside of this escape hatch. The rest of you guys, I'm assuming you just jump up quickly.
well, I mean, these guys jump
All right.
up and I grab the jump pad and fly away.
Also, Pazzy or Pazzy or something. AJ is our DM, and he is not. He's like several hours away from us at his home, so we have him on a Discord video call to DM for us.
It is both an RP system
But
and
he also doesn't like us, so that's why. He's
and
liking
our
us.
campaign session. We're in session number 6. We just had Deus Ex Machina. Go back, check out the VODs. There's a lot of them. If you type in !Vigil in the chat, you'll get a link to the document we've been using. It is currently outdated, though.
It's very outdated. It's this thing
Vigil.
Like my love life.
So,
I should
All right, guys.
probably update that. All right. You find yourself. Okay, you guys have escaped through the hatch. The adversites are quick at pursuit. They're only a few meters behind you. You guys enter into the basement of a slug building, and Josh, what is the slug building? What's its primary purpose? What did you guys just stumble into?
Dude, it's obviously it's another bar.
It's another bar.
It's
Every
another
slug
bar.
building is a bar.
Yes,
All right.
it's everything's a
Breaking-
hangout spot for the slugs.
Freaking purple haze just streams everywhere. You see a few slug kind of look up to you, startled as you just clamber through a hatch in the ground. The dancing stops. The dancing and the music kind of stops as all of you guys just kind of pour out of this tunnel. And you hear kind of a few of them looking kind of confused. And you don't hear them, you see them. And inside this kind of bar, the sounds from the outside are kind of muted somewhat. It seems like the purple haze has some sort of sound dampening properties. So they don't know what all the commotion is, and they're very confused. What do you guys do?
I tell Otto, seal the hatch below us.
Okay. All right. Otto starts sealing the hatch. Or I guess Otto, you do what you want. You can just freaking tell him to kick rocks and throw him down the hatch if you want to.
With one hand, I start sealing the hatch, but with the other hand, I flip them off.
Except he just has 2 arc welders for hands, so it's not actually very helpful.
No, I thought he had an arc welder that pops out of
Oh,
the
yeah, no,
central
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
not
never
even
mind.
one of his main arms.
It's like the little taser that R2D2 has.
Okay. All right. You guys see a rather large Gog walking up to you guys, and for those of you who don't know, Gogs are very large box-like creatures who have a face set into their chest. And they have very long legs and arms, kind of almost elephantine, kind of leathery skin.
Grog. No. They're grogs.
They're Gogs, man.
What? Okay, Gogs. I wrote that down wrong.
Yeah, they're Gogs. One of them was named Grog, one's Mog, one's Dog.
No, there's Dog, Mog, and Mog.
There's 2 Mogs. One's Mog
Yeah,
and one's Mog.
Yeah, one's Mog and one's Mog.
Oh, that's right. We only had Dog. Yeah.
They're cranks.
And he kind of lumbers over to you guys, and you just you can tell that the Gogs aren't necessarily known for their expert academic pursuits, but this particular Gog seems particularly dim-witted. and kind of slowly says, "Hey, you're not supposed to do that."
Hey, good sir, how are you doing today?
He's just like, not very well. I think you need to leave.
Daily maintenance.
Yeah, we're just doing some daily maintenance down here. Tell me about
Alright.
fog. I've heard just a little bit. You want to talk about your homeworld a little bit?
All right. Roll a bluff check to kind of confuse this guy. It's DC 11. He's not too smart.
Oh my god. I mean, Gog. That's a not. Oh, wait. Personality plus bluff. Wait. No, yes, I can afford bluff 4.
So you just take bluff 4 right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that takes me there.
All right. The guy like kind of like slows down a little bit. He's just like, not too many people ask about fog. I really daily maintenance. You said. Honestly, I miss it so much. In this haze, there's just no natural light they can get through. It's so dreary, and just like Otto is just on his way, like freaking sealing up the entrance. The other patrons, while kind of they were momentarily disturbed by this, like, people like escaping from the hatch, it seems like the purple haze has somewhat of like a calming effect on all of the individuals at the bar. And they kind of they go back. Yes, put simply, yes. And they go back to doing what they were doing before and ignore you guys. The music starts up again. However, you guys not as affected because you're mechanoids, which means robots. Here through the kind of, even though there's some sound dampening properties of the haze, there's definitely adversites. They're pounding. You hear them pounding at the hatch underneath you, and you definitely hear them walking around the outside. And it sounds like they're all over this area. So you're quickly going to be, up to your ass in adversites.
Nah, dude, we're just gonna be in this purple haze shit.
Wait. Question. Am I still in my box?
No.
Sure,
Absolutely
man.
not. Oh, wait, you can still be in the box?
Yeah, am I still in this box?
If you want to have like somehow Metal Gear Solid your way throughout this entire like scenario in a box,
Like the video was Otto.
All right.
This trash can's attacking me.
Well, okay, all right. I got it from here, guys. So, I'd love to continue this conversation. Do you have any maybe a little more private? Because I've always wanted to visit Fog, and I actually, would love to talk with you, but it's so, like, quiet, loud in here. I'm not sure how to describe it, right? You know what I mean?
He's just like, well, there is the VIP section, and roll a bluff check. I'll say, or a personality check, DC 14, to convince this guy to take you guys to the VIP section.
Oh, that's a 4.
He's just like, it's unfortunately only for paying patrons. You guys haven't actually bought anything. If you wanted to buy something, for only 1,000 credits, it's probably enough to get you into the VIP section.
Oh,
Shit.
we don't have.
Here, I said, hey, Gog, have you ever wanted to, like, go jumping?
No.
He kind of looks at you confused. Like Gog is like they have elephantine skin, and that's not where the resemblance stops. They do not jump.
Yeah. Have you ever wanted to soar through the air? I have this awesome jump pad, and I'm willing to give it to you if you'd let us into the VIP section. I'm sure it'll fetch a nice price.
Roll a persuasion check, like DC 18, to convince this guy that he needs a trampoline.
Wait. So you're taking
dice.
away my ability to go up?
We'll just build another one. It's fine.
But now we're
I'm mentally screaming at him.
Yeah.
We need to hide.
But I'm like Aquaman now.
I can also fly.
Can't go up.
I can fly you. It's fine. Oh my god. That's a 14.
He's just like,
Wait.
Tempted.
15. Still fails.
He's just like, look, it's very tempting. I could take you over to the bar, and I can talk with you there. I think I can clear out a little bit of space, and we can really get into it.
Sure.
And he walks over to the edge of the bar, and he kind of gruffly tells some slug to leave. The slug kind of gives you guys stares daggers at you and looks at the massive freaking Gog standing before him, and decides that it's not worth his freaking time to mess with this guy, and beats it. And you guys are now standing in like the edge of like the bar, talking to freaking a Gog who is going on about how nice the sunshine is, the forests, just like the freaking talking about these small furry creatures. He's just like they're just so adorable and how he really wants one, but he doesn't think it'd survive in the climate. Honestly, like this dude's like straight up talking about like rabbits on a farm.
Oh
like,
my
he's almost,
God,
like,
Lenny.
Almost Lenny! It's almost literally Lenny.
Can I ask him if he knows Mog, or Dog?
He's just like, you just assume that I'm a Gog.
No.
That I know Mog,
No,
and Dog.
that's why I
man?
asked. I didn't assume anything.
All right, I'll say roll like a luck check. If you roll above a 6, he actually does know them.
A luck check above a 6.
Yeah, I really need to have this be
19.
official. All right, he's just like, I do know Mog, and Dog. They're good friends. They don't call me or hang out with me very much. I don't know why that is.
That's where we found out about Fog, man. And do we still hear the while this conversation's going on?
Oh
the
yeah.
Still...
They're like on, like they're gonna like they're searching like the rooms. They're like kicking in doors of buildings near you. Like they're gonna kick in the door of this place like any second. They're like all around you.
Fog has been like. I'm sure everyone hates the Adversites except for the Adversites. Right?
Yeah, I mean we kind of befriended this guy at this point. We just tell him like, look, people are looking for us, and we really need a place to hide. Can you help us out?
Yeah.
We jibbed a job on their daily maintenance.
We can even say they're Adversites because they probably doesn't like them.
Yeah, let's do that. We do that.
All right. Roll a persuasion check. This is DC 15 because this guy's like, yeah.
I mean, he's a good employee. Yeah.
He's not like. This is like that's like asking him to put himself at serious risk to himself.
The cocked dice. Oh my God, that's a 14. Wait.
What you rolled, Norm?
No. 11 plus 3, 14.
All right. So, I'll let you decide, Norman. He doesn't agree to help you guys. However, he tries to do, like, sort of the next best thing. What is that? He's not going to hide you. But...
He says that the haze system in this bar sometimes messes up. And the patrons get rowdy when it messes up. Because it's got this, like, weird, like, drawback effect. He's unaffected as a person from Fog. So that's why he's here as a Fogian. Yeah, as a Gog, rather.
As a Gog from Fog.
And that's why he's here. He's a bodyguard. So this place really needs it because their fog system's kind of on the fritz all the time. So he can start a riot and just blame it on that. Like, that's something that he can do.
Oh yeah, he says he can start a riot. He like looks over at the fog kind of generating. Like there's various dispensers throughout the room. He doesn't like say. He says he could start a riot. Like he says like hypothetically, and then he just goes and stands by the door and just kind of leaves you guys alone. And kind of just leaves you guys to deal with that if you want to. But leaves it there and kind of just pretends like he doesn't know you guys because he's a little bit scared of Adversites.
Well, who's got engineering?
No one. We don't have an engineer.
Oh no. You've got mechanic. You've got mechanic. This is like pre-existing, right? So can he just like analyze the system and see if he can figure out where the shut-off point is?
Sure. Yeah, you can try and do that.
Or rather, he's got security.
Does that work too?
Yeah.
Which one works better?
Yeah, security. Security's probably better for this. It'll probably be easier to. They'll both work. One's trying to hack into the software to mess with the valves. One's trying to literally mechanically with the valves.
So you get +4 to security.
Yeah.
I'll say that you guys can both roll, and it's like a DC 15 check respectively for both of them.
All right, double
advantage.
Yeah.
What is that? 12 plus 3, 15.
We got there.
All right.
14.
All right. So you guys are tinkering with it. And it's totally working. And a few slug come up to you, freaking Leonard, and they're just like. Actually, they'll come up to you, Leonard. They come up to freaking Otto, the guy who's obviously tinkering with the thing. And they're just like, hey, man, I don't know what you're doing there, but I don't think you're supposed to be messing with the jets. Okay?
Daily
and
maintenance.
You say what?
Daily maintenance.
Daily maintenance.
Roll a DC, like, these guys are super high, so roll like a DC 7 personality persuasion check.
What is your personality?
No. Wait, can I say this? Can I just...
No, I got this.
Okay, he got it.
No, you got this.
Oh, nice.
15, -2, cool.
He's just like, look at him. He's a mechanoid. Obviously, he's telling the truth. And the other one's just like, stupid. Why'd I even get up? And they go back to like
Daily maintenance. Daily maintenance.
they go back to their little cove. All right, so you guys shut off the valves of the purple haze dispensing smoke. Which freaking whoever wants to come up with an official name for what this purple smoke is welcome to. And
No, we already knew what it was, right?
Purple haze so far, but we haven't actually named what it is yet. The actual substance.
I'm into just translating to purple haze.
It's just purple haze, sure.
Yeah.
Unless you want like good Kush OG or something like. Yeah, purple haze is probably a good name for it.
Midnight lavender.
OG.
Febreze. It's Febreze.
You guys mess a little bit with the chemical composition. There's a bunch of different like components that like shoot out a combination of chemicals to like create this purple haze, but you mess with the composition a bit, so it's pushing out something that's not quite purple haze. It kind of looks like purple haze, but it has very different chemical properties.
Shit.
And
We're not affected by it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Everyone in the bar starts getting like a little, like their eyes like start like kind of like getting a little bit wider, and they seem to get like, before everyone was like a little bit like relaxed, but now they seem to be getting a little more antsy, a little more frantic. And the change is happening like quite rapidly. You hear a person like yelling about how their like drink was not like is not getting delivered to them quick enough. And it seems like kind of the mood is definitely very quickly turning sour in this room. What do you guys do?
We look for a fight to break out near the VIP lounge.
Oh, that's
So we can
easy.
sneak
All
into
right.
the VIP lounge. Yeah.
Duck
I can
into
just
the
yell
VIP
riot.
lounge.
Oh, you just yell riot?
Yeah, riot. It's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen if someone
No, dude,
yells
you
riot.
gotta like everyone's getting like antsy, but you gotta tip it over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's on the edge. You gotta get a little push. You should literally just go push someone.
Just arc weld somebody.
No, don't arc
Shake
weld
them.
them. You should
I'll
just
just shake them.
push them.
Shake somebody.
All right, so you just push someone.
Like you see how
We'll go like nudge
Alright.
people.
As
Yeah.
you freaking push someone, he turns around. He's just like, "Hey, man, I thought you were just doing daily maintenance. What's your problem?" And he like shoves
Yeah,
him
daily
back.
maintenance.
He's just like, "I'm not freaking daily
Sir,
maintenance."
we didn't push you. We're just trying to move around. This guy, like, he totally pushed you, and I point to, like, the nearest guy.
Even though like you
calls him
roll
gay.
bluff check right now. DC 11.
Easy. Easy clap.
Easy.
All right, what's up?
Oh, God.
Your audio cut out for like freaking.
Okay, yeah, easy clap. We're at,
Still gone.
that's a 17.
Rip the
Can you hear us? Hello?
Why?
Can you hear
Why,
us?
internet? Must you do this to me?
AJ's internet's being ripped.
Fucking ill!
Oh boy.
Can you hear us at all, AJ?
Chat, can you hear both of us?
All right, yeah. All right, you guys are back. You
Okay,
guys are out for a
17
while.
overall.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so he succeeded
Alright.
the bluff check.
You guys managed to.
Oh my
have
God.
0 frames loaded. Christ.
Okay.
All right, are we back yet? We're almost there.
We're
It's
getting
like
there.
load, and then you just completely cut out.
Yeah, but you can hear us.
Okay. I don't even know what is being said right now. You guys are moving super fast as every frame is loaded.
Okay, can you hear us now? Are we caught up?
Okay, you're somewhat caught up.
All right,
I'm worried that the audio is going to crash any second. So sure, 17 overall.
Yeah, I mean, it was higher than that, but yeah. Something.
Okay, sure. Yeah, the guy turns and immediately just freaking slugs the,
Cool.
no pun intended, slugs the closest guy that you just pointed to, and a fight immediately breaks out. Everyone's jumping in. People are just like they're just kind of rioting. Freaking the Gaugian that you were talking to earlier just stands by the door and says nothing. You also see the door kick in, and there's kind of a crowd all in the main area now, but you see a few adversites walk into the building and kind of start trying to make their way through the rioting crowd.
I try and modulate my voice and say it in something like
Slug.
I say it in Slug and just like whatever Slug I picked up, like they did it.
Roll roll a DC like 16 bluff check to even convey like what that even means?
+6. Oh yeah, 21. Modified 21.
So, you see the guy who was like in the middle of a fist fight with like the random other Aversite look over and like look at the approaching Aversite. He's just like, he's right. It's always the Aversites. Get him! And like they all just like
Charge out the Aversites.
they charge out. The Aversites are trying to like they have like freaking like they're using like their guns as like freaking clubs to kind of beat back the crowd. However, as the crowd kind of starts to advance, they do actually just like they don't open fire, but they're gonna freaking be wailing on these guys and start shooting like some stun lasers, some stasis lasers. All right, what are you guys doing?
Time to fucking bail, dude.
Yeah, we're gonna bail
Adversites
out
are locked
the
up
lake.
here.
We're getting.
Is there like a back door?
I'm never gonna
There
be
is a
able to
back
shank
door.
anybody.
All right, there is a back door. There's also stairs leading up to the VIP area.
Let's just leave.
Grab the jump pad,
Maybe
and
just
we'll go.
fucking-
I mean, I have the jump pad. I never gave it to him, so
Oh, cool.
we're good.
Let's get the
Unless
hell
we
out of
want
here.
to just chill in the VIP area.
Can we get me like a pimp hat
Jesus.
in the VIP room?
I mean, maybe, but
Okay, what do you think, John? What do you guys think? Should we go to the VIP room or should we bail?
well, the thing
we
is,
should
like, there's
bail.
Aversites crawling all over the streets. So maybe still being in here is good, but the only problem is the Aversites might actually just come in here anyways.
Okay, so like even after like all this shit's like settled down, what the hell are we even gonna be doing?
Well,
Just waiting?
I mean, okay,
Well-
like a rocket hit our escort, right?
Yes.
True.
So that means that
Something's happening.
something's happening.
The Adversites are going to bail at some point, right?
Wait,
So maybe we just wait it out.
guys, do we
So-
still have Search's head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure.
Yes.
I like tucked him into my robes.
Oh my god.
I thought they probably took it
Yeah.
away.
You have Sarge's head. Sarge's decapitated head.
I mean, he fried himself, but
Yeah.
I guess let's go to VIP and chill.
okay.
Pimp
Yeah,
hat.
we'll go to the VIP room.
All right.
We'll barricade ourselves in
All right.
and just kind of wait, I guess.
All right, so you go up to the VIP room. You see a bunch of different booths. The booths are much larger up here. There's like 6 of them. At a few of them, there is some extremely obese slugs, kind of lounging in these little booths. It's kind of purple haze. Kind of these rooms have like more of like a shower, like glass doors in these individual booths. And you see different colors of smoke, not just purple haze, but also kind of like some blues and some reds. You get a different feeling that potentially these are some different kinds of drugs, potentially stronger, do have other different effects besides just the generic purple haze they use for everyone. It looks like there is a few unoccupied booths. There's one unoccupied booth before, and there's also, it's kind of hard to tell exactly what creatures are in all the booths because of all the haze, but you guys could dive into the one unoccupied booth.
Yep.
Yeah. But wait, which haze?
It doesn't matter. We won't be affected by it.
Yellow,
we don't breathe.
indigo? I mean...
Honestly,
Assuming the haze
all of
has-
them. Because we want it to be thick and
The
dead
rainbow
smoke.
haze.
Yeah, the darkest,
Rainbow
like,
haze.
if we can make the haze, like, personalize it, we'll just make it as dense as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
so
single
you can-
jet is going to be shooting at the same time.
All right, you shoot out an amalgam of different drugs. These things would like probably kill most organic creatures.
By the way, Slug are like, imagine Jabba the Hutt, except for
They float.
they're floating.
They big boys.
And not, we've only met one that was like as big as Jabba the Hutt. So the rest of them are probably like smaller-ish.
most of them are a little slimmer, and they could actually like move around with some like degree of agility. They're not like super obese, like It
So
seems like
basically flying worms.
They're like kind of worms, yeah. They're kind of just like puddles, like if you
Yeah,
know
they're-
Muck, the Pokemon.
they're
Yeah.
they also can
like
fly.
that, but
They
flying.
have like little like air jets that kind of blow air from beneath them, so they kind of hover along the ground.
Kinky.
Yeah, it's a little kinky.
Okay.
That's another way of describing it. Okay. So you turn on every single different type of smoke
Drug.
that you can. And turns out there is one type of smoke that's meant to target mechanoids.
Oh, fuck.
There
We're about to
there
get
is,
this
some-
smoke.
It has a somewhat, it's a magnetic, like kind of not heavily magnetic, but like somewhat magnetic, kind of, battery kind of like starts whirling around the room. It starts like kind of messing with your circuits a little bit. Everyone make like a DC 11 like durability roll, or else be like a little bit confused.
Wait, I have something called magnet manipulator.
Yeah.
No? God damn it.
You did.
So what was that,
7.
D6?
No,
Right.
D20.
DC 11.
11 durability.
17.
Yep.
17.
Everyone passed except for Leonard.
All right, Leonard's feeling like a little bit like, whoa, what's going on? As like there's like kind of like a not like a really strong magnetic field, but enough to kind of like sort of throw him off a bit, corrupt some memory here and there.
We could just turn that one off, right?
Yeah, so you try to turn it off, but however, it seems much easier to turn these things on than off, and you start kind of like start fiddling with it. How
like
long
a
do you guys
raven
want to
there.
stay in this thing? With the sound, a lot of these different like types of smoke are sound dampening. So, and also the glass itself is designed to kind of seal off the outside world. So you're kind of trapped in your own little world here, and you can't really see much either outside of all like the various smokes you have whirling around.
Why did we lose the drone?
I activate my multi-spectrum vision that I never used before in this campaign.
Of course, you have multi-spectrum vision.
No, it's okay.
All right, no, you can. It's only
Oh,
gonna
sick.
cost you a few scrap. The low cost of 12 scrap, you actually have that.
Sure. I'll spend it. Yeah, dude.
All right.
Worth
When you
it.
say multi-spectrum vision, I'm gonna just assume you have like thermal vision.
Yeah, like infrared and stuff like that. Sure.
Yeah, so it's not like just kind of some basic heat vision. It seems like the adversaries are subduing the crowd underneath you. And they are kind of making their way throughout the building. Gog is standing, not Gog, what the Gogian, not a Gog. That's not their name. It's their name, their race. The Gogian is standing at like the head of the VIP area, and it seems like there's a few adversary officers asking to search the VIP area. The Gogian seems somewhat adamant that it's not to be disturbed. There's no one up there. It's just, this is kind of very special clients only that you don't want to be messed with. However, it seems like these advertisers aren't having much of it, and they're kind of threatening to just like go through him if he's not willing to step aside.
Wait a
That's where
minute.
pretty much he's at.
I have an idea. So we're basically in the VIP area, where it says nothing to drugs. Let's act like a sex box. I mean, you already have the physique.
But who's gonna appreciate human sex appeal?
You're like a lizard, dude.
I mean, I have lizard armor.
I mean,
Yeah.
Staley's.
yeah, but like
Yikes.
not.
Who wants to fuck a box?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is
So
not
let
gonna
me
work.
get this straight.
No. Also, wait. This doesn't work because they know what we look like, guys.
Yeah, we can't expose ourselves to these people.
No, we'll just stay in the haze. And
Well,
just
yeah.
say, like,
No, what I'm
insert
thinking is
phallus
like
here.
if it's
Insert phallus here.
no, what I'm thinking is like if they ever try to open this thing, like these chemicals are even affecting us to an extent.
I mean, yeah, they'll just probably die.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're
Unless they have, like,
also
the virus
robots,
suits.
right? Like they're also
Like mechanoid. partially,
mechanoids.
yeah.
So
Well, they have power suits. They have to walk around in because they can't sustain themselves in this pressure.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So
Wait, does their power armor have like a air filtration system?
It does, yes.
How powerful is it?
I mean, it's fairly powerful. It's supposed to withstand somewhat adverse environments, but as with anything, if you hit it hard enough, it'll probably break.
So if you're saying if we hit the haze hard enough, we
If
can
they
bust
hit
their
the haze.
filtration.
if they
You know-
hit the, yeah, I mean it's already on full blast. So
Just turn
so-
everything
plus
off.
they're not really like able to get in necessarily because the
Wait.
Guardians holding the.
What if I can jury rig the system to shoot out more?
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
And when they open it, it just destroys
Okay, well,
them.
let's wait. So let's see. Do they get in?
There looks like, I mean, the GOG's holding up pretty much as well as he can, but they're like Norman's only able to have a visual cue on these things, and they kind of just like the GOG kind of blocks everything because GOGs are basically like giant doors. But it looks like based on what Norman could tell, he's getting a little antsy, and just not ready to deal with armed personnel shooting at him to try to block a doorway.
I could jerry rig it.
Okay, yeah, I think we should
We
jerry
could also
rig
just
it
try and like bail out the side of the building. We can just cut through it and leave.
Oh yeah, you just.
if we, yeah.
But then all the haze will come out and they'll see us leave.
No, out the side of the building, like out the back of the VIP room, not through the front.
Is there even a back door to the VIP?
No, there's not a back door, but we could make one.
So, Leonard, how about you jury rig it with security skill and you just make a back door out of this room?
Got it.
Sure.
Wait, so we're
Alright,
opening
one of-
up the booth?
No.
One of you guys make a.
So we're gonna cut
freaking-
a hole in the side and let all the smoke out, and basically have like a smoke signal
One of you guys make
showing our
a
location.
make
Good
a
point.
freaking chemistry roll, I guess.
Chemistry.
DC 9.
Should we should probably have that just be like sciences, right?
Sure, we can say that's sciences. It's fine.
Okay, I think that Otto should probably have sciences.
Yeah, you have some skills.
And you have some
points.
skill points.
So how many
That's gonna-
science
This is
can we
definitely hardware.
Hardware, okay.
Yeah.
Or hard drive, yeah. Which sucks because you have
A hard
-1. Actually, who has good hard drive?
I do. I don't have any skill points though.
Yeah.
I'll just make a science roll. That's fine.
Okay.
4.
Yeah. No big deal. Don't even worry about it.
Is there like something on that's corrupting us or something?
Guys, don't even worry about it. It's good. It's good.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Oh wait. Rip, I just figured out what's going on.
You know, maybe we'll see. Maybe.
Metagame harder, Norman. Yeah, just cut a hole in the back.
No, we
Okay, we don't want to do that, guys.
No, we don't want to cut a hole.
Some of these might
Wait, I got
be
an
some of
idea.
these might be flammable. We're gonna blow ourselves the fuck up.
Okay. Shit.
As you
So-
say that, you realize one of the chemicals is methane.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Even if I light my torch, this whole place is gonna blow up. Because we're maxing
yeah, but
this
why?
shit.
Why are we even doing that? Let's just wait.
Okay, yeah, we just
Guys,
wait. Sure.
they tased the Gaugian and he felt crumbles to the side and they're marching up the stairs, just so you know.
Should I just prep them and just kamikaze?
Okay. I have.
How many
I have an
people?
idea.
How many?
There's only 2 officers coming up the stairs. The rest of them are downstairs dealing with the crowd.
Do we have anything that we can set on fire?
Yes,
Yes,
methane,
everything.
gas in the
No,
air.
like other shit.
I mean, we're
It's not
swimming
gonna
in
blow
methane.
us up
There's
in
no
the
way we're
process.
gonna be able to like not blow ourselves up.
Yeah, like we get out of the building and just blow that shit up.
Yeah, but we can't get out.
I mean, we could just.
Because they're coming in right now.
Well, I guess they're coming up the stairs, right?
Yeah, they're coming up the stairs.
Can we just set all the jets to methane, and then flood the entire place with methane? Leave. And
Oh, then I could be like-
toss a match in.
Oh my god, we're
Wait,
gonna
are we
blow
gonna-
up this fucking.
Yeah, you're
No,
slope.
no, I'll just hold up an arc welder like that's unlit. Be like, let me go, bitches. I'll just,
They're
you
definitely
know,
not.
I'm the
They're
walk
just
bar
gonna
out here.
shoot a fucking stasis field at you. You're gonna die again.
Alright. So, you guys, if I'm understanding you correctly, are setting everything to set maximum methane, trying to empty the methane tanks, and fill
yeah.
up your lounge area with methane
Yeah,
as much as possible.
Dude, wait, isn't
Alright.
methane like kind of clear?
methane is totally clear.
Yeah.
Dude, let's not.
Well, we could just open the door a little bit and let the methane seep.
Honestly,
seep out.
I think that we just sit there. I think we just sit in this.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, in any case, if they know it's us, we could just blow it up, right? Like we'll be in it, but we can just blow it
Sure,
up.
sure.
Blow up the lingerie
Alright.
with methane?
So the plan is to blow ourselves the fuck up.
Alright, so they open up
Is it-
one of the lounges closest to the entrance, and you hear an angry Slug shouting something indistinctly in the distance. And they, quickly close it, and Norman can see through his thermal vision that they kind of appear somewhat apologetic.
Fuck me, I'm sorry.
They proceed and start opening up at the next one. So what do you guys are just maxing out methane?
Okay.
No, we're
we
not
have two
maxing
plans.
out methane.
We have 2 plans.
We're maybe turning everything down a little bit to make more room for methane.
We can either
Alright.
terrorist or porn bot.
I don't want to. No.
No,
Because the haze is going to be so hard. And when we
Alright.
just say insert fellas here, they're just going to be like some guy's getting crazy in here with a robot.
Alright,
Yeah,
guys,
but that's
let's
not
kick
gonna
in the
stop
third
them.
door.
They're coming.
Yeah, we're just gonna turn down everything else a little bit, and then like try to get a little bit extra methane in here.
All right, the fourth door's gone. You only 2 left. Methane's pouring in. 5th door opened. They start heading towards you guys. They open the door.
Do I prep
What
it? Do I
happened?
prep my arc?
Yeah, you prep your
Yeah,
armor.
dude,
Prepping
they
my
opened the
arc.
door.
Excuse me, have you seen any mechan... And then what happens?
No.
Click.
Have you seen any mechanoids? It's fine. And like a bunch of shit pours out.
A bunch of shit pours out, and they're kind of like they do start stuttering a bit as they kind of stutter through their breathing gear.
And I
they kind of-
respond in fluent adversite. Nope, no mechanoids here, just more slugs.
Holy hell!
R slash
Roll.
definitely not robots.
This is
Make a DC 18 bluff check to see if somehow
is-
that works.
Oh my god, yes! Yes! I hit it!
I thought for sure that was gonna be another quant moment.
Yeah, I know, right?
What do you roll total?
17 plus 6.
All right. One of the other adversary officer, and he's just like, Christ, Xavius, they're obviously not here. Close that door. It freaking stinks. And he just like slams the door. And they start like kind of staggering down the other way down the stairways. You know,
Shit.
What's up, Nat boy?
What's up, Nat boy? I did it. We got there, boys. Fucking Chapel too lit in chat.
Oh.
all right.
Luckily, it didn't have to come down to Chapel too late.
Yeah, seriously. I would have died. I have 4 health.
Rest in peace, Norman. A massive methane explosion.
Oh god.
Okay, we like turned down the jets
What?
for a little bit.
Yeah, we turned the methane off.
Yeah, we definitely turned the methane off.
And
Everything
the-
that doesn't
and the-
feel like it's affecting us, whatever,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. Sure. You just kind of you turn off the methane. The methane. I mean, I guess you have the door a little bit open, so a lot of the stuff is seeping out into the main entrance. Or do you guys not open the door and just kind of let it all sit?
Let's just pulling our own.
Yeah, pulling our instinct for a little
Right
bit.
now.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are just hanging out in this booth. There's still kind of adversites everywhere. What are you doing?
Chilling.
Wait, isn't he still tripping balls?
Yeah,
he's
no,
just-
we try to fix whatever's going on with that.
All right. Sure.
So like,
roll-
we're like
roll-
messing with like dials and stuff, and just
I'll say, Leonard, you can make a durability roll, and you can add freaking. Josh can roll D6 to help you out on this one. DC 13 to get over whatever garbage is affecting you.
okay. Well, snakes.
All right, Leonard seems to be very affected by the magnetic influence. His circuits are not hardened against that crap. It's he's taken him a while to clear through all the corrupted memory there.
Okay, wait. He does have a magnet manipulator. Can he, like, somehow use it to counteract the field?
You can like turn off the the magnets have been turned off, but like his kind of his stuff's been somewhat fried, and he's kind of recovering from that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the search is like kind of starting to like span out. You see like a few more. You see a few more adversary shuttles kind of in the area. However, it also seems like you overhear like a lot of the chatter that you kind of overhear because you guys have tapped into adversary channels. Is that they're looking for who sent that missile. They're not sure who freaking fired it, but from what they're saying over the channels, that they are going to freaking turn whatever freaking terrible gangsters fired that missile sector into glass.
Dude, it was
Talking about
absolutely the Gasrin.
It was the Gastrin.
No, dude, it was the Hubbles.
Yeah, the Hubbles. They saw their chance and took it.
Why they decided? I mean, you guys are pretty sure that it was someone who had your best interest in mind. They decided to
Dude,
save
who the
your
hell
life.
has our best interest in mind?
Krolsk?
Maybe
Krolsk.
Krolsk. Maybe Krolsk.
Dude, is Krolsk fucking...
I mean, even Krolsk is like,
I mean,
doesn't care that much.
This is
about
going to throw
us.
them into disarray, right? So this actually works well for the Trevins, and so if they somehow manage to get someone like third party or someone who they could pin a third party on to be the fall guy for this, it totally works for them, right?
I guess.
Norman, you see through your thermal vision, now that the adversary presence has been reduced, a very large slug is coming towards the bar.
Stink shed, no way.
There's a few adversites that are still around here. Kind of give him a wide berth, and don't harass him too much. He enters into the into the bar itself. Without any issue, really. The adversites just kind of wave him in, even though they've been trying to lock the place down. And starts heading towards the stairs.
I mean, we can let Stinkjet into.
Yeah,
our
we'll
booth.
talk to this guy. That's fine. We let him. We'll yeah.
All right,
Should we change up the drugs?
No, dude, we turn up the drugs for this guy.
Got it, Max.
He's accompanied by a few bodyguards. They're mantis people, like Lumble and Gumble. The mantis men stand outside, and you see Stinkjet, kind of open up your guys' booth. Kind of steam and like various like substances pours over him. And Stinkjet doesn't really seem too affected by the massive, freaking cocktail of drugs that are just kind of washing over him. And he heaves himself. He moves towards one side of the booth that seems relatively unoccupied, and kind of rests his, kind of large like bulk on one of the chairs. And he's just like, "Lovely day for basking, isn't it?"
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Wait.
I mean, this guy's like high as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's high as fuck. I'm still trying to find a pimp hat. I need this pimp hat.
Yeah.
All right. He's just like, you brought quite a bit of trouble over to the slug sector. You mind telling me what all this is about?
Daily maintenance.
Well, as he knows,
I kind of like chatter to Josh.
We
on our
were
local area network.
we
We're
were
trying to
being
find
hunted by
lefty
adversites.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the perfect opportunity to fucking throw Stinkjet off the trail.
I know. I don't know what the trail is though. How do we do it? This is like chatter over the local.
So
area.
we have to blame the rocket on someone else.
It might have been Stinkjet.
If it was Stinkjet, well, we just explained to him, like, as you know, we were being hunted by the adversites. That's why we were trying to get away, to the other side of the core. Or to,
He's
of
just
the
like, I
Free
know,
City
but
as
you've
always.
managed to avoid them thus far. You've been brazenly
Well-
walking through the streets in broad daylight, and they haven't managed to capture you. How did they manage to capture you now?
We
Daily
had
maintenance.
to protect a friend.
Yeah, we had to go get
And I like
from
produce
them.
Sarge's like fried head.
He's just like, sorry for your loss. And kind of like...
I mean, he's a
deeply, like,
mechanoid. His black box is in there.
he kind of takes out like this like large like looking like kind of cone-ish device, and you hear like a massive like he like kind of flips a switch on the side, and he just starts vacuuming in like large plumes of smoke, and he just like inhales from this like massive vacuum like a bunch of smoke, and just like breathes out, and it's just like absolutely clear. Like he's just like completely inhaled all of that. He's just like, anything for a friend, of course. He's just like,
yeah.
Well, we've known him for 1,040 years or so, so anything for a friend.
he's just like, look, I'm a practical man. I'm afraid that, unfortunately, what's happened here has caused me a great deal of personal suffering. I think I am, I'm deserving of a little bit in the way of, compensation for what's happened here. Do you think you can provide me with that?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
can perform daily maintenance
like-
for
Yeah,
you.
what'd you have in mind?
He's just like, I'm really, really glad to hear. Did you really say daily maintenance?
I said daily maintenance. I can perform daily maintenance for you.
He's just like, he kind of just like looks at you for a little bit, and he's just like, that's not quite what I had in mind, my dear mechanoid friend. He's just like, I believe I asked you for something earlier. Some information about, certain Ruster. I know there's been something happening. Neither the Rusters or Treffens would have shot down that adversary shuttle unless they had good reason to. And the Hubbles, are you kidding me? You think they have a missile? There's no way it was them. It was definitely either the Rusters or the Treffens. And I know something's going on between them. Feel like maybe you guys have a little more insight in that situation. Why don't you tell me all about it?
God, this is where it gets rough.
Okay. This is like totally like robot chatter right now. Look, okay, how about we say that there's an arms race going on between the Rusters and the Trevins. That's why Lefty's in hiding. That's why no one can find him.
because the Trevins attacked the Rusters.
No, the Rusters attacked the Trevins, and they killed Budscale.
Mudscale.
Mudscale.
Sure, yeah.
But what if he sees through this?
And
Dude,
the
I've got
Rusters...
the bluff. I've got the bluff skill of a god at this point.
But what if he questions one of us? We're stupid rope boots.
So...
Also, do I get any penalties for being high?
You do have some penalties. However, if you want to attempt things, you still can. You're a little bit confused. You're clear, not corrupted memory.
I think that's the best play here.
Yeah, but then why do they shoot down an Adversite shuttle?
Because they're trying to display, like, they're just... The Trevins are shooting down Adversite shuttles because they're like... And I'm sure he already knows that the Trevins have white... what's his... White Bull? White Flag?
Oh,
The
geez.
pirate.
White Tiger.
White Tiger's, like... I'm sure he already knows that the Trevins own White Tiger. Like, they took down White Tiger. And so they're doing a display of force, foolishly, because Bloodback...
No, dude.
I mean, we met Bloodback.
They definitely shot our shuttle down for a reason.
No, the Adversite shot our shuttle down. Oh, our shuttle?
Our shuttle.
Our
yeah.
shuttle.
They're... Oh, I guess
We
you're
have
fucked.
we had something that they wanted. There's something that we have that they want. But what is it? We have 2 black boxes
That's it.
of Reese and Surge.
Surge. This is
You guys
hard.
are all just like, I mean, this is happening like super quickly, but you guys are still like just sitting there, like staring at him for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
We're old.
And he's high. He's clearly high.
Yeah, he's just looking at his
Sting
robot.
doesn't
hand,
really
right?
seem perturbed by the
What
fact
the
that you guys are like
fuck?
silent. He just like is like kind of like just keeps like inhaling a bunch of the smoke and just isn't really bothered by you guys' long silence.
Okay, so we'll tell him that our silence is because we're gathering our thoughts because this
Yeah.
EMF thing is fucking with us.
No, I mean, I don't even think that's a worry. I think, okay, so why did either the Rusters or the Trevins shoot down our shuttle?
What did we have?
I'm sure he knows who shot down, which outfit shot it down, right?
I mean,
Who has the most to gain from this?
So yeah, who has the most to gain from...
From us.
So, okay, well, the Trevins think that...
Oh, we don't need to know who did it, though. I think it's fine to say that the Trevins are pitted against the Rusters.
Yeah, but then why did they shoot down an Adversite shuttle?
Just as a display of force. It was clearly the biggest one out there.
Yeah, but then why is it our shuttle? Like, there's a reason though they shot down our shuttle.
Was
It's
it?
not gonna believe
What? Do we know the relative size of the shuttle compared to the other ones, AJ?
The shuttle was so the shuttle was somewhat of a specialty shuttle. It was meant to operate with the stasis field going on around it. There was a few of them that were similar to that. They had 3 of these kind of specialty shuttles. However, yours was the only one, at least as far as you're aware of, that was actually shot down. The other ones were not fired upon.
Call it the luck of the draw.
Or
Uh,
they're looking for somebody else.
okay, so
That's
we
how our
have
shuttle was ours.
no. Well, we have valuable information, right? I think that we can say that. Okay, look, whoever shot our shuttle down, like we have valuable information for what's going on, which is actually true, right? However, that information can be anything.
Right, that's why I'm saying, like, we just need to say that the Rusters and the Trevins are in open conflict. And, like,
Yeah, and so-
one
and
of them
so
is displaying
basically-
their force.
So we can say that, like, sure, like the Rusters are planning on attacking the Trevins, or vice versa.
Yeah.
And we know when, and then we can give that information to
Yeah.
him.
It's going to be in a
Just
few days when the Adversites are going to happen. When it's going to... Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is the story we're going to come out. We're going to say...
They shot us down. Which one?
Someone shot us down because of a conflict. Mudscale was killed. It doesn't matter. We don't know. We don't need to know which one. Just one of them shot it down because they're in open conflict and they're trying to like scare him off.
Let's say that we were trying to bait Lefty into being in a place for Stinkjet to find him.
No, but that benefits that benefics him too much. He'll call out the bluff.
No, because he, as far as SyncJet knows,
No. We wanted to get information to SyncJet.
Yeah.
Like we needed to get information to SyncJet because we wanted to trade goods and services to him.
Yeah.
So this happened last session. We wanted like patches through the core, and he wanted actually like 10,000 credits or knowing where Lefty was because he wanted to hide.
Yeah. So basically, we could say that we found out that they were in conflict, and then
So
we tried to get like a situation set up where Lefty would be there, and then we were going to tell SyncJet, but we needed to get Sarge first. After we did that, we had to leave immediately.
Okay, yeah. So we tell them. Yeah, we tell StingJet that there was a conflict between the Trevins because one of the Trevins died. We don't even need to say who. And they're going into conflict, so we're trying to bait Lefty out into a location potentially.
So we're working with Lefty, and the Rusters shot down our. We can just say that. We think that the Rusters shot down our.
Yeah,
because we know the plan.
That was the plan. So unless the Trevins had something that we didn't know about, i.e. a ton of military force, and decided to shoot us down.
Yeah.
Right. I think that works, right?
Okay, so
basically we don't know why we got shot down, but
the story is you were working to bait. You know about some sort of conflict between the Trevins and the Rusters. You were attempting to hang out in Ruster territory, and your plan was to try to bait out a location for Lefty. However, before you could do this, you wanted to rescue your good friend Sarge as part of your, Central Core mission. You attempted to rescue your friend Sarge. It went poorly. You were captured, and as the shuttle was taking you out of atmosphere, you were hit by a mysterious missile. Which you are claiming, do you know who sent it, or what is going on with that?
I think
we suspect that it was the Rusters
because we were working with them.
Because we were working closely with them.
But we don't know.
All right. So you say you suspect the Rusters shot down your ship in an attempt to help you guys out, essentially.
Or stop information from being spread that would be valuable. Or whatever,
Yeah.
We don't know why we got shot down. We're basically saying we don't know why we got shot down, but
we think the Rusters.
We have a feeling it's the Rusters because we have valuable information.
All right. Roll a bluff check, Norman, and I'll say Josh. You can add a D6 to this for attempting to help with this plan. Stinkjet's a pretty hard guy to lie to, so this is going to be a DC 17 bluff.
Okay, it's hidden.
Right.
That doesn't count. Yeah. Okay, that passes.
Good, because I only gave you one.
That passes with a 22.
22. All right. Stinkjet takes like a massive inhaling of smoke, and he's just like, haven't heard of any recent conflicts between the Trevins and the Rusters recently. This is interesting.
Post to the
What
battle
information?
What?
Post to the battle turds. Let trolls know.
Oh yeah. A quick post to battle turds.
What information would you possibly have that could hurt the Rusters? It seems like Lefty hasn't given up his position to you yet, and you have essentially no information that the Rusters don't want you to have. What is this valuable information?
We could say that
there was a setup. There was going to be a setup where we were trying to bait Lefty into
what was the setup, though?
An area. Basically, they were planning an attack, a big, full-on assault on Trevin territory.
The Rusters were?
The Rusters were, and then we were trying to bait out that attack and get Lefty to be there, and then we were going to let Stinkjet know so that
we could
leave.
Great. Yep, I like that.
Okay, so the Rusters had the Rusters had an attack, is what you're saying, and you knew about this attack, and they shot you down because you knew about the attack.
Probably. We don't know why we got shot down, but we suspect that might be the case.
That would be the reason.
Or maybe the Trevins. I mean, this is me speculating, And this is just like
maybe the Trevens
maybe the Trevens shot us down because they didn't want us helping the Rusters, and they assumed we were helping them because we were with them a lot earlier.
Yeah, or something. We don't know why we got shot down. Is basically.
I mean, and saying the Rusters shot us down is our best guess because they have the most to lose.
And he's just like, how did you find out about these mission-critical battle plans of the Rusters?
We had to go save 2 of our other friends at the Treven territory who were like being taken by Trevens.
He just kind of like nods.
And one of them let slip as we saved that this was happening.
So one of the 2 Trevens.
Nope. One of the people who we saved was a Ruster, and he let slip that this was happening.
This slip that an individual who was a Ruster. He's like kind of let slip that there was like he's just like that's
Some
quite
kind
a
of conflict.
slip.
Well,
the Rusters need.
This is extrapolated data. So we've been in contact with the Rusters trying to get a hold of where Lefty was because we worked with them in the past. And one of the people who we saved let slip that, it's a good thing we killed these Trevens while we saved them. That's 2 less Trevens to worry about.
All right.
Or however many Trevens we killed.
He kind of sits there for a while and he's just like, quite a journey, you've all been on over the last few days. It seems like you've been nearly operating, alone with very little outside support from the Rusters themselves, being very cautious with you. And, deep into Treven territory, that's impressive. He's just like, what I've heard, however, the Trevens suspect that the Mudscales was killed by the Adversites. I know that there was calls for justice for Bloodback amongst my, spies.
Mudscale.
So, Mudscale.
Yeah, Mudscale.
Justice for Mudscale.
Bloodback is the one who's alive, yeah.
Yeah. Bloodback was calling for justice for Mudscales and others. He's just like, so this whole display of force, the assault by the Rusters, just seems somewhat suspicious. Given all, it just doesn't make any sense with all the timing of the Adversites.
Well, no, that makes perfect sense. Then that means that they shot down. The Trevens shot down. That's why we got shot down. Because they're trying to make an attack on
Rusters,
the Adversites.
Or they're following up on their bluff, and they're bluffing that they think the Adversites did
it. All right. So he kind of just sits there and he inhales lots of the smoke for a little bit. He just inhales a little bit, breathes out, inhales a little bit, and kind of just sits there in silence as you guys say, they're following up on their bluff. And he's just like, all right, boys. We're going to give you the long and skinny. Seems like there's been definitely some weird stuff going on, and I'm getting some contradictory information from different sources. You guys have caused me a lot of damage. However, I'm willing to let that go if you manage to save your friend. It's a, bully for you. If you devote, the rest of your resources for the next, say, 12 hours getting me a location where Lefty is. That would mean a lot to me. If you can do that for me, I will say that your debt to me is paid, and I can help you through the core.
Sure, yeah. We told you that we were setting up a trap, basically, to where Lefty would be. And that was, and then we can just tell him, like, hey, it's in this part of the Treven territory.
Okay.
They said something about distracting the Trevens, and then they were going to lay an assault on the Treven territory.
He's just like kind of like has you kind of mark like a location or say like a district, and he kind of nods his head and he's just like, sounds good. I'll be in touch. And he kind of just leaves the room, and there's 2 like bodyguards follow him.
Cool. Okay, so I mean that's maybe hopefully a problem solved. I mean we're not guaranteeing our thing anymore because we didn't actually give him anything.
How do we leave this fucking place? Adversites are still there.
That's fine.
Wait.
Dude, we're
We now can cut out the hole.
Oh yeah, there's no methane.
No more methane. They're not coming back in.
Yeah, but then we're gonna go out onto the streets where there's even more Adversites.
I mean,
Okay, well,
Fox?
so we've handled Stinkjet. Stinkjet's no longer. He might his yeah. There is something going on. He knows that there's something going on between the Rusters and the Trevens. He doesn't necessarily know if they're working together or against us. I like to think that my bluff worked. So, what?
I mean, you know that
Georgia.
we succeeded, right? Obviously, like, whatever we told him, he's willing to believe.
At least a little, yes.
Yeah, so even though it doesn't really make sense to him necessarily, he's got our information now. He's got what we were trying to give him, which hopefully slows him down a little bit as far as this fucking full-on assault is concerned.
Or potentially, yeah. Well, I still think that even if we just work on finding where Lefty is or figuring out whatever, lay low for a couple days, help the Rusters and the Trevens as much as we can.
Yeah.
I
we
mean,
just
if
have
we're
to
just
sneak
interacting with Rusters, that works with our alibi, because we're still trying to just find Lefty. Right?
Yeah.
So if we just go talk to the Lefty lieutenants and see if we can get them to work together, Ruster
Also,
lieutenants...
we told him a time that was, like, supposed to be after this assault was going.
You told them like a week in advance or something, or
Basically, yeah. Basically, we were saying, like, look, next week at this time, in this fucking warehouse in this district,
There's gonna be
Lefty's
crazy
going to be
traffic
there
going
with his men.
crew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about to lay a full assault on the Trevin territory.
yeah.
So that's basically what we're telling him, and then so now I guess we're trying to get out of here, but it's kind of like this is kind of basically it should be, other than the fact that there might be a higher adversite presence in the area. This is basically the same thing as if we're just like, okay, we were in a warehouse. How do we navigate the streets? You know?
I mean, it's
I
the
mean-
same as before, right?
Yeah.
Essentially.
We could just unseal that hatch and go back in the car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's spicy.
that's real spicy. Might even still be adversites down there.
Yeah.
Okay, regardless, we're waiting a while. Okay.
You wait a
I
little
think
bit.
We know that this is a pretty safe haven right now, so
Relatively. They don't think
relatively
we're
safe.
here, yeah.
Because they don't think that we're here, supposedly.
Yeah.
So let's just turn up the drugs and let's get cool.
Yeah, if there's anything that's like making us feel good or something, slide that up. Anything that's kind to my metal,
Yeah, there's like some nice anti-rusting agent.
Oh,
you know,
sick, dude.
been a while since I've seen
WD-40.
it,
Can I just get like a
it's-
WD-40
Heals us
spray
up,
down?
dog.
everyone heals too from the anti-rusting agent.
Sweet.
I
Nice. I
haven't
was
taken
actually a
damage
3.
whatsoever.
I have taken damage.
Take
Yeah,
we
feel
did
free-
big boy damage.
Yeah, seriously.
Feel free
The
to
box
repair your
strategy.
guys'
The
health
box
at this
strategy is
point.
perfect.
Any scrap you may have.
28 scrap. Who's got the lowest health?
I have 5.
I have 5. Josh?
I have 18, so I'm good.
I'm full health.
You're... Okay, that's fine. Me and Leonard, how much does scrap cost? One
1 for 1.
for 1? Okay. Splitsies? Each heal 10. We'll have 8 scrap left over. Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Right.
I'm at 15. You're at 15. All right. So,
All right. A few hours pass, and the adversite presence in the area is definitely reduced. Seems like the adversites, no more adversites inside the bar itself, and there's a few kind of patrolling the area, but they're
Has-
definitely not as many.
Krolsk replied on battle turns.
Oh, you post on Battle Turds?
Yeah, I posted on Battleturds
So we're using an old gaming forum
for a game called Battleturds.
to talk to this guy who we've been in contact with
Yeah.
on the roster.
Right.
Kind of a middleman, actually, but you know.
Yeah.
Krolsk has always been there for you when you needed him. Or her. You're not sure about Krolsk's gender. You roll a d20 and you won. If you roll above a 6, Krolsk is actually bothering to check these forums.
That's a 10.
I mean, we didn't
Alright.
tell him to,
That's a
like,
10.
check
Yeah.
the forums.
I mean, you know, he might be
Sure.
busy. I'm sure he's getting
Krolsk-
ready to assume the position on the council.
Yeah, the gold circle. That's pretty important. Yeah, so you guys send out a message saying what to Krolsk?
Yeah, why do we need to contact Rulsk?
I mean, we just let him know that this is what happened with the Stink Jet. And
Yeah, like, this is what happened.
we just update him, yeah.
We are currently trying to get all the Rusters on board for the plan.
And it's actually just hidden as a new, like, as a forum post for a new speedrun technique, potentially.
Yeah, it's like new speedrun techniques. Great for battle turds.
All right. He sends back a very curt response.
Oops.
It says it's really hard to distinguish because there's not a lot of meaning, but it's just like assume everything monitored, and doesn't say anything else.
Oh shit.
So battle turrets and monitor?
Probably, yeah. We gotta not use this as a form of communication.
Anymore. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Wait, I got it. MySpace.
Yeah, no one's on that shit.
All right. You guys go to freaking Space, the new MySpace.
I was about to say space fade.
No, well, okay, so I'm gonna assume that, like, everything is monitored.
Oh yeah. No,
So
that's it.
I think that we're just not
I mean, this was
going
mostly
to-
about Stinkjet and less about like the plan to nuke the adversites, right?
Yeah.
So there was the mention of the plan. Quotes. Air quotes.
All according to Keikaku.
So, yeah, we're not definitely doing any of that. We're definitely just staying away from that shit for now.
I think we should regroup.
Here, Hunter, your phone.
We should regroup with.
That's kind of spicy.
Yeah, Adbot actually is posting to the Battle Turrets forums saying like, "Hey, what's going on? You guys cool?"
Yeah, we definitely tell him, like, stop posting, we'll see you soon.
Like, stop shit posting.
Stop shit posting.
Stop shit posting. Thread will be locked
Thread will be locked.
and removed. We want our.
Just starts upvoting it.
Yeah. No, we always downvote all of our shit, so it just goes straight to the bottom.
Yeah, just all of it's super downvoted. Everyone's just like, "Why are you posting here? Your stuff never makes any sense. You post under different accounts, but like, god dang, freaking spam bots."
Bots.
And also, Adbot can't help himself. He just like posts random advertisements for.
I mean, he
various
is actually just a spam bot.
That's fine.
So he literally just posts ads, and everyone's just like, "Get out of here." Okay, so you guys did that. So at this point, kind of it's night has fallen over Dusttown. The adversary presence is reduced. From what you can pick up, they're searching the area still. They kind of move towards finding you guys, to finding who fired that rocket.
Okay. I think it's time to bail and go back to the safe house that we've been staying at.
Yep.
Okay. So do you guys try to go through the core, or how do you get there?
I think we can just
I
fucking,
think we can just go on the streets again.
like we've been doing. Yeah.
Probably.
Hide,
Okay.
disguise
I
ourselves.
mean, the adversary presence is like the exact same as it was when we were already moving through the streets, right?
Just put me back in the box.
Kind of change up our looks a little. He's still in a box. It doesn't really change.
Yeah.
You guys try to change.
Three mechanoids in the box.
You guys
Yep.
try to like dye your coats or something with the smoke, or I don't know how you're changing your looks up.
Yeah, actually, that's perfect.
There's got to be some garb around here, right? Can he get his fucking pimp hat?
All right. Actually, he might not look like a freaking Hubble, but he sort of looks like a Slug. So
Yeah.
you could
Yeah,
a
exactly.
massive Slug robe. Okay. Sure. I'll ask for stealth checks as you guys try to stealth your way back to the warehouse. The adversary presence definitely is somewhat increased in the region. DC 13 total.
Okay, so that's a not good. That's 11.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. You guys don't notice anything. However,
Okay.
and you make it back to the warehouse.
Shit.
Okay.
Hey guys, I think it's time to change up our safe house.
Make like a ruster and never be in the same place more than 30 seconds.
I mean, honestly, it would make sense for us to do that.
yeah.
It wouldn't, yeah, because we've been here like 4 or 5 times in the past little bit. But
Yeah.
that being said, like I was thinking about potentially just moving these guys to the gas ring.
Yeah, that's good. I also want to be towards the southern part. Is that where we want to be? No, that's where he was held. That's where we were just from.
Yeah, so I think
So-
that. Go ahead.
Sorry, what's up? Oh yeah, I was gonna say Dusttown is sort of set up like a freaking like a triad with like the northwest being Ruster, south being Trevin, northeast quadrants being Slug, and the middle kind of area is all like Hubble. And that's sort of how it's set up.
Okay, so we definitely want to be in Ruster territory, so I guess we'll just, like, you know.
Where are the Gasrin at? They're in Ruster territory, right?
The gas
They're kind
are
of in
like
Hubble.
they're like near in Hubble territory. They're like towards the center. Yeah, that's where you
Yeah.
guys run into them. They're kind of in they're in Ruster territory a little, but they're like.
I'd be
mostly
down
Hubble
to kind of bail out of this area.
For a little bit, Lalo.
Yeah.
The only thing is, then it's hard for us to get to Rusters.
Well, do we know where the Ruster lieutenants are? Even?
You guys don't have any contact yet with Rusters.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys,
what I
besides Cruel saying, assume everything's monitored.
Assume everything's monitored? Oh shit. Like, everything. Like, actually everything. Forever.
Russia.
It was all Russia
dude,
confirmed.
this guy who works for the park that I work at, he's like our IT guy, and he does all the internet and like a ton of IT work for us. And he also does like other stuff. But today he was wearing a shirt that said "Dance Like Russia's Not Watching." It's so funny.
What a guy.
Do you actually want to maybe call it here?
Sure, that sounds good. All right. You guys are, you guys have escaped, as far as your knowledge, from, miraculously through any enemies.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You were shot down by who knows who, but you're guessing someone who didn't want you falling into adversary hands. And, you guys have managed to somehow not quite save Sarge, because Sarge fried himself, but you didn't die in a trap that the Inquisitor had set for you. That was nice.
So, of course they don't want us to fall into Ruster hands, or adversary hands. If they find out about the fucking plan, they're dead. Like, that's the obvious reason.
If they adverse...
Yeah, if the adversary's fucking, like, memory trawl us, and we don't fry ourselves immediately like Sarge did, then we just fucking,
Yeah, they know about the plan.
Yeah, they learned about the Keikaku.
Yeah,
That's Japanese for plan. My weep is showing.
The question is whether or not the other sides actually care about the dealings between the Rusters and the...
Sorry, I'm pulling my own just for a while.
That's okay, yeah. Yeah, let's definitely call it for tonight.
Alright, sounds good.
Some of us have school. One of us is sleepy. So
sleepy. Yeah. Alright, that's bummer about technical issues and other stuff, but...
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Hopefully, people enjoyed themselves and, weren't too discouraged by the string of terrible luck. It was unfortunate for sure.
You're in 8th Japanese.
I've never seen so many natural ones in one session.
Yeah, dude,
I am the natural one king.
That was really, really bad.
So
I fucking love that.
Like,
I can just imagine that's like
this. The Sarge thing was already like a complete trap, and then it was just like, oh boy.
And I thought it was a cotton candy machine.
Yeah, well, it's good that Sarge had, the common sense to fry himself.
Sarge was loyal to the end.
But actually, he probably doesn't have a black box, right?
No,
because he would have.
It's gonna be fried. Yeah.
The whole point was to just get rid of any information.
Maybe we can salvage him though.
He does have a bootloader, and you could load on factory settings.
Yep. Ooh.
So we can load up a standard security drone. Not quite Sarge, but
potentially.
We could also just give him that data. I mean, I'm sure we can find
Well, if we give him some kind of
of
funky fucking corrupted data, I'm sure that he'll act very similar to Sarge anyways.
Yeah, so I mean, we could just start with a security bot and then move on to Sarge eventually once he takes enough damage.
Once he takes enough damage and watches enough freaking war movies.
Yeah. If we could just load all the war movies in. Alright, so...
Thank you guys for joining us. That was the Long Vigil Session 6.
Yep, thank you again. Sonny must be happy
for the follow. We really
appreciate
it. And AJ, thank you for the wonderful session. Thanks for dealing with our technical shenanigans and as well, almost another clot moment.
You guys
was pretty close.
That was good. Hopefully, you guys have at least
Call
resolved
Sonny.
Yeah.
And that's something.
Thanks, Sonny.
Yeah,
So now all you have to deal with is the war and getting through the core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
well, maybe getting through the core. Maybe the war will just work out in our favor, and then we don't have to worry.
We could just
about
bail.
it.
Yeah.
We could just get an actual ship, have some actual allies, all that good stuff.
Earth.
you know, things usually work out that way for you guys. So I have no doubt it's going to be
You can
good.
go, Leonard.
You can leave.
I was
If you
so
want to leave,
gonna
if
die.
you don't have to like stick around.
Bye.
Okay.
All right.
We
Good
don't
night.
have enough scrap to like do post session anything, so
Yeah, we can't do
Oh,
anything.
you guys
I think that we're just chilling.
This was a scrap drain. If you guys had managed to freaking scrap the massive stasis emitter that like had fried you guys, that would have been good. But unfortunately, you guys had to boogie on that one.
Yeah, dude.
All right, guys.
All right. Yep.
Good
thank
night,
you
chat.
again for stopping by.
Night, everybody.
We will catch you on the flip side.
Next Sunday.